Thanks so much. I'll register you to vote. Did you have a political party or none?
No.
Perfect. Most people don't, and is it because you know it's common sense both parties tend to take all that special interest money, like they're bribed? Really? Yeah, because we actually have a party called Common Sense now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And its platform is no special interest money, and it's the first to dissolve the kind of walls that way nobody is denied the ability to choose that candidate for the primary, even if they're with another party. That's why Democrats only keep you Democrat. Republicans keep Republican. All those third parties didn't. Would you like to have that option on the ballot for future elections? And perfect. All I need you to do is write Common Sense under the other box right here, and check off the other box.
Right,
Yep.
other?
Yep. And then just write Common Sense, COMMONSENSE, and then throw a phone number in the right corner up on the right. They won't solicit. It's a federally protected document, but they want to make sure you like Common Sense, and you can always change it anytime. So that's just for the party, and then the signature and date inside that red box at the bottom. Thank you. And today is the 25th, so
On the bottom, right?
yeah, 1/25/20, and the signature. Great. And were you born in California?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is the main petition we're pushing in the city. This one is so that San Jose voters know our city council and mayor, when they run for office, will be at the same time as presidential. No one misses an election, number one. And number two, they can't take any special interest money from the, as Bill pointed, contractors who seek $250,000 or more, developers with 10,000 square feet trying to take every last square foot in the city, and landlords with 10 or more units. That way they're not representing the more higher end, wealthier developers in the city, because they're supposed to work for the people.
Yeah.
This way they have to campaign to get our money and not the easy way out, which is big tech firms and developers. So signing this tells our politicians we don't want them being bribed anymore. They better work for us. It's just like the Common Sense Party, actually, but dealing with specifically the living cost issues, because we have the highest rising taxes in the country, short of San Francisco and Long Island, and it's New York and California. It's up. Have you signed for lower taxes in San Jose? Lower rental costs? How you doing? Puedes votar? Let's lower the taxes in San Jose. Do you want to vote on it? You think how expensive it is, sir? You want to keep the taxes from going up? Then sign this other petition to save lives for bonds on stem cells, okay? It won't even be that much. That one's on, right here. Let's talk about Native American rights. So every tribe is treated equally to have equal rights for gaming. Did you know that a lot of tribes can't have casinos? Because it's only certain ones we give them.
Really?
Yeah. This makes it even for all. There will be some we'll receive some money from the state. It's undetermined, because they're going to review it again in 2022. Oh, and throw a zip code in there.
Oh, okay. They sent me. There you go.
And then this is for independent contractors' rights, because we should have the right to be an employee or an independent contractor if we work for Lyft, Uber, or DoorDash as a part-time job. Some people just want 10 or 20 hours. And it's been a freedom to help so many people get that extra bit they need to get by. So this saves them and their livelihoods in those industries, because the governor said they have to be employees and be really regulated. And this actually goes to help the needs that people want from employees too. They have to have insurance on their own. They have to have background checks. They have to have sexual harassment training. They have to have all the things that people have been wanting Lyft and Uber to have too. That way it's definitely something we should get everyone to save a lot of workers. I did that work for like 6 months. Signed for lower taxes in San Jose. And then this one is for seniors tax reform. So the Prop 13 transfer of the tax, as it says in bold, will be changed, how they do it. Right here it says instead of one, it will be 3 transfers. And removing location requirement for disaster or destroyed properties. And then the other big picture is closing the tax loopholes, because most people don't know about Prop 13, how it had a secret rider to let corporations to be exempt. But never have to pay a higher tax since 1979. It's so corrupt. And they're capped by law, so the rest of the money that they're raising comes from us. That's why ours is the highest. So that will balance the playing field. Our taxes won't go up so fast. And this one is on the homelessness in Santa Clara County. That's to make sure that the programs in place help the children as a priority if the parents are in poverty. It will provide temporary housing. It will provide pediatric health care, preschool, and it will also, navigate them on their path so they can get out of homelessness. So we need social services. A lot of students going to school for that, and San Jose needs it more than anything,
Yeah.
Set the example. This one is on the crucial kidney dialysis need. It's the 9th leading cause of death of all people in the world. And dialysis is so needed, and the company's made billions off of overcharging for salt water. So this says if someone can't afford to pay for dialysis, they'll just have to treat them anyway. The companies will. So no one will go without dialysis by law. Yeah, because people deserve the right to live, especially that kind of income they're making. And they'll reform their policies. Companies realize it's in their best interest to prevent people from getting so sick and really getting their, whether it's their diet changed, the doctors will help make sure that they're, prescribe the right solutions. Oh, the next best one though, if the kidney fails, we'll get a stem cell kidney in the future. That's what that's about. Yeah, for research and treatment. They can start creating cures for people. I find that so fascinating that we can create a cure for anything, basically. The recent one that I got excited because I have to go to the dentist soon was a tooth replacement. You can get a stem cell tooth in the future.
Oh, wow.
They already did it. It's just way expensive. Like I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But
Almost no one can afford it.
sign for lower taxes, lower rent. People are getting smaller treatments for like joints and stuff. It's just some of them are very expensive. Now this one's related. If they tried a stem cell and it was medical negligence and you grew a new head, they'd have to pay you more than $250,000.
Oh, okay.
Because I like to joke, but it said that
It could happen.
well, yeah, I know, but that wouldn't happen. The negligence issue is that people have died and they've had botched surgeries, like literally leaving forceps inside someone's intestines or something. They leave the tool in there. If they need a new surgery to fix it.
His mom got a surgery. But then they realized that she didn't need it, and the surgery was to take up one of her legs. So
Lower taxes? God, I know, I've heard of that. I heard a woman woke up with all her limbs amputated. Like, the hospitals are sick, I hope we stay out of them. And then this one is on plastic reduction, so we get biodegradable plastics in the future. So every non-biodegradable plastic manufacturer will invest in biodegradable plastic. And the non-recycling companies will invest in biodegradable. Recycling companies will be remaining the same, so your bottle of water won't go up. So it's actually just on non-recyclables. And they fund clean water and recycling programs and water protection. That one's on closing the corporate tax loopholes, so the largest corporations that have been exempt of any higher taxes since 1979 will now pay fair market value. It's like that other bill we talked about with homeowners, but this adds to the commercial and industrial properties and bringing in billions of dollars. It exempts all residential, all agricultural, and small businesses with combined value under $3 million. So just the richest ones pay the same as everyone else. That's how it should be. And that way our taxes don't go up. And schools will benefit directly from that one. Now this last one, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, running out. Thank you.
There you go.
Let me get a refill on this one. This one is on privacy online. That is for your privacy protection, so we can take the data away from companies that are selling it for a fee, and really protect people. I even have this flyer that just came out. Californians for Consumer Privacy.
Oh, wow.
And it's 2 years ago we got the Privacy Protection Act passed, which gives us the strongest privacy recognition ever. But we still need to protect children. We need to protect our credit. We need to have an enforcement arm, because it's getting ridiculous. I know, everybody's getting spam calls and stuff. It's like something's up, like too many companies are selling our information, trying to even just scam people. That's a danger.
Especially online.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the best. And this is a receipt for you. There may be one or maybe two petitions coming out before February, so or I mean in February, and that number proves you registered, so you can sign them if you find me and you still have that number.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
Have a nice day.
See ya. Yeah, so those are the petitions for 2020 election. Got a little tongue-tied there. How you doing, miss? Have you voted? We got to protect the taxes. Have you signed for driver's rights? To help all the delivery drivers. Save jobs. Yep, just to be out here exercising my rights all day, all night. Hope you all do the same someday and join me in this quest for direct democracy. Join us. We need to do this. We need volunteers. We need people out there on the streets, hired and everything. Let's get this done. Save our planet, ourselves, instead of waiting for politicians.